Hello, this is the Benjinator, and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa Frontier with Riki. This is part 7, and so we've completed 4 of the 8 challenges in Virgil's Palace. The guy with the antlers, his name is Virgil, by the way. Very dramatic reference to, of course, the ancient Roman poet. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, we're gonna continue through this place, and now we're gonna solve that puzzle that I wasn't able to solve before, because I didn't hear sound on my my end, and I'm sure it was kind of an audio-based puzzle. So, as you know, these graves, they will randomly spit out ghouls and such, but okay, that was easy. I just have to go to that one. Well, okay. That's kind of embarrassing. Oh well. Alright, so all you have to do is go to that one grave that doesn't have flowers on it. I should have used that. Alright. So that one still will not budge, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but what can you do? Alright, so let's try out some of these lower doors, because we haven't really gone here before, so I'm curious to see what this is all about. Alright, so that one's done. Let's actually save right here, because this might be the one I'm thinking of, or it might not be. Because if it's the one I'm thinking of, we're not going to be doing this one yet. Yeah, you don't want to do that one. So the one that you do want to do is actually on the upper floor. So let's try that. All right. Woo! This is getting exciting. Yeah, because that one takes some real finesse. All right. That one's done. Okay, so here we go. Did we do 5? Might have done 5 actually. Maybe I just lost count. All right, so this one is kind of interesting. You got these enemies here, and you can step on these switches, which will randomly make make a caterpillar come and knock one of the enemies out, but otherwise you have to fight. Or if I recall, I think what you're supposed to do is kill all these enemies, but you do have a chance of being able to do it if you use these kind of bowling pins. Oh, almost hit him. Right, I'm not exactly sure where they come from. Alright, well, so let's see if we can do this. Alright. No, come on. Trying to see if I can hit one. Not having so much luck. Alright, so just gonna try to see if I can hit that guy. Gonna get him down here and come on, hit him! No! Alright, let's fight him and get this over with. Ah! Back here, you bugger. Alright, and we did it. All I gotta do is kill all those enemies. If that caterpillar did actually hit one of them, it would have knocked him out. They're basically used as bowling balls. In case you couldn't figure that out. So, all right. So let's check that one that doesn't budge and see if it actually will budge. Because if it doesn't budge, we're gonna have to engage in what is by far the most difficult challenge here. And I have kind of my initial strategy I use with it, and then there's an alternative one. And so if I can't beat this challenge the first time, in the next video I'll try an alternative strategy, because it really is, it's one of the many things about this quest that I find to be a pain. So far, of course, you've seen Tanzer's Heart, which was a huge pain in the butt, but this is, I would say just as bad. All right, so looks like we're gonna have to fight this guy. Okay, so we can't go there. That's of course where Virgil is. So I think we may be able to have some luck with this, but I'm not sure. Alright, so it's downstairs, I forgot. Because you'll see, we actually have to fight a battle. And the battle is, it sucks. There's no other way to put it. This battle absolutely sucks. And so let's see what we can do. Alright, so you go down here, you step in the middle. I'm going to save again. And here we go. So we're getting abducted by a bunch of flames. And here is probably one of the most difficult battles in the game against what are known as the Magma slimes. So here is why this battle is difficult. These slimes only have one attack, and that attack takes away a life point from you. So the way to win is to try to kill these as fast as possible. But the only problem is that there are sets of these. As soon as one dies, another one shows up. So what you're going to have to do, my initial strategy, is to use as many double gale slashes, and I guess multi-targeted attacks as humanly possible, so that's what we're going to do. But thankfully, with the sword guys, we have the ability of possibly using, what is it? Deflect, and that's awesome. See, now what makes this battle difficult is that, as usual, if Riki dies, he's down for the count. So I have I'm going to use an alternative strategy if this doesn't work. But we're gonna give this a shot this time and see what happens. And you always have to be careful with the attacks that you use. Always use as many multi-targeted ones as possible. There, of course, we have Loot, who's going to be using his thing. So this actually isn't so bad so far. But, yeah, these guys, they keep coming. And so it's almost like it's a race against the clock. You have to kill these guys before they suck all your LP. But thankfully, because we're so strong, and because, fortunately, because our friend Riki is in dragon form, he's got 8 LP, which is not great, but not too bad. The idea is to just, thankfully, since we have such high quickness, we should be able to wipe these guys out. So we'll see how it goes. Ugh. All right, so Loot's down 8 life points. Ideally, what you want to do is either have a deflect there, or for them to attack the robot, because the robot has 20 LP, or 15 at least. So the idea is you just don't want them to hurt the guys that are actually doing damage, like Riki. That's something that you don't want to have happen. And most of these guys are usually dead even before Feon is able to attack. So as long as you can get off those Gale Slashes, we're in pretty good shape. Especially Gen. Gen's got a very, very powerful Gale Slash. And as far as weapon points go, I mean, they have at least 20 turns of that. So that's plus. So you don't really have to worry about running out of WP. WP is not your concern. It's all about LP. So we may actually be able to get through this. Gonna see how we can do. One thing I do have to say, though, that I like about this particular dungeon is, if you notice the background, is actually, it's pretty sweet. Alright, so Loot's kind of hurting a little bit. So I'm not sure how many... I never was able to figure out how many rounds of this you actually have to do. Because I used to think it was, like 5 or 6, but it actually feels more like 6 or 7. Sometimes 8. I never exactly know. But like I said, if this doesn't work, we can always do an alternative strategy of actually using a secondary party, using 4 of these party members, but keeping Riki out of it. And that's kind of how it's done. So, and that's the way that it's always worked for me. If you just have the Gale Slashes going on and you have somebody else to replace him, then that's usually how it's done. And if that happens, I'll just skip over it, because you kind of get the way that this battle actually works. These guys just keep attacking with their single LP thing. And so I will... You know what I'll do? I'm going to fight this battle, and when you come back, either you'll see that I was victorious, or I died a shameful, shameful defeat. So, I'll be back. And, of course, that failed. So, let me just show you what I'm going to be doing for the redo. Because... yeah, I've never actually managed to beat these guys with Riki in my party, because they just go after him, they take up all his life points, and they kill him. So, actually, I got sort of a better idea. All right, so it's going to take us back to, because I quick saved, right back here. So what you would actually do is you would ideally position these guys in the secondary party. And then when the battle begins, you actually get to choose the other party. So let me just show you what I mean. So you put these guys in here, and you would just choose this party, because you can't move Riki. Yeah, because that's not going to work. I wish you could, but this is exactly what you want to do. So you can have sort of the substitute member be anybody that you want. In this case, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to Shrike and get Engineer Car, because he has 20 LP. So he'll be kind of a nice meat shield. And then we can have these 2 guys going. And then, when we return in the next video, I will have already done this particular exercise, just because it's kind of silly. But nothing special happens after. There's about 7 rounds of Magma Slimes, and then it's over. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is the Benjinator with Let's Play SaGa Frontier, and I'll see you in the next video.